Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Star Talk. Today we have a very special guest with us, Smrutika Padhy, who has been winning hearts of Odia people with her debut song in the movie Love in London. So let's go and have a conversation with Smrutika. So thank you so much for joining us today, and it's not welcome to our show, it's welcome back to our show, because if you guys remember, Smrutika was a part of an episode of OP Khatti when we had met at Coffee Corruption.
So much of fun, the lovely ladies out there. I mean, I met such amazing people. It was so much of fun, and it was so natural. I mean, all we were doing was laughing the whole time.
So anyway, to start the interview, we'll start with your inclination towards music. Was it there from the very beginning, or over time did you develop that?
So I have always been a music lover.
Okay.
I mean, I was not a musician in the beginning, but I have always been a music lover.
Correct.
Since I was a kid, my mom was a singer.
Okay.
So what she used to do was she used to cook, and we had this recorder player thing, and she used to play songs and sing with it, and she used to make me sit on the floor and do my homework.
Okay.
Along with her. All right. So I remember all the songs. I think that's how it got into my head, all the scales and the rhythm and everything.
Okay.
And then I started dancing. I mean,
Okay.
I loved dancing a lot since the beginning of my childhood. So every time I heard a song, I used to dance. Even when I was like 1-2 years old, that's what my mom tells me. So that's how, when you're a dancer, you know the rhythm,
Correct.
the beats, everything. So that was inside of me, but I never thought that I could be a singer, or I never tried
Correct.
doing music. But when I was around 15 years old,
Okay.
so I'm originally from Barampur.
Okay.
I came here to Bhubaneswar, and so this is a funny story. I was in my class, and it was the first period of school, and I didn't do my homework, and I had to escape.
Okay.
And somebody came to my rescue and said that there's a Western vocal competition
Okay.
audition going on downstairs. So whoever's interested, you can come. So I said, this is a great chance for me to escape because I didn't do the homework. So I went downstairs. There were 10 people or something. So I gave my audition, and the first thing that sir asked me was, so since when have you been studying in the school? And I said, I joined in 8th, DPS it was. So I joined in 8th, and it was the 10th grade. And he told me, the first thing that he told me was, where were you these 2 years? Why haven't I ever seen you? And you're such an incredible singer. And that felt surreal. I mean, I never thought, because I've always been singing. I was very, very fascinated by Western music. When I came to Bhubaneswar,
Correct.
I stumbled upon VH1, and it was my most favorite thing ever. And I used to watch YouTube, and I used to do karaoke. So then suddenly, the same day itself, when I gave the audition, I became the lead singer of the band, and I was like, okay, I never thought that. And when I went home and I told my mom, she was like, I told you so. I knew it. I always told you to sing, but you did not. So yeah, that's how the.
So sometimes not doing an assignment can open up doors for you.
I swear. I swear to God.
So glad that you did not complete that assignment.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves. Our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, lives forever frozen still.
Moving on, as you said, your mother was also a singer, and somewhere she's living her dreams with you. So
Through me, definitely through me.
Yeah. So what do you think, how your parents' support has guided you through the journey so far?
So I'll tell you, without them, without my parents, my mom and dad, without their support, I wouldn't have reached here, right? So like I told you, I come from a different city. And when I came here, I knew nobody. We didn't know anybody in the music industry. So I had to work my up
Correct.
through this. I had to prove myself to people that, I'm worthy of this. I had to make friends, I had to meet people, I had to show my talent, I had to show people that I am talented enough to be here in the industry. And that is a very, very beautiful thing. I mean, I have always been a hard worker, and I love it when I work hard for something and I get it.
Yeah.
If somebody is going to hand it over to me, I'm not going to like it. So that's how I have been in my life. So if my parents wouldn't have supported me in my life, then I wouldn't have been going out, meeting people.
Correct.
They never questioned me like, what are you doing? Where are you going? In fact, they are so supportive. I mean, currently I am a full-time musician.
Okay.
But I'm also preparing for a test, and I want to go out for my masters abroad. So I want to complete my masters and then study music as well. So
talking about plan B, do you think that when you are in a profession like singing or dancing or being an actor, so in general it's a little not so stable profession, right? As you said, it's not just being amazing, there are other factors that affects you, directly. So do you think for people like that who want to make a profession in these fields, it's very important and essential for them to have a plan B, and that's exactly why you decided to complete your education so that you can come back?
So I think it depends on people, right?
Okay.
So I'll tell you, there are some crazy people that I know that quit everything to just be a musician or an actor, and that takes a lot of guts.
Correct.
That takes a lot of guts, and I don't think, I have it maybe, but I always want to be that person who has always well thought her decisions as well. See, I know that after having a degree, I'm going to pursue my music.
Correct.
So if something goes downhill, I can earn a living. Alright, so that's my plan B. But there are some amazing, talented people out there that also have the guts to pursue their passion.
Correct. So talking about challenges, not coming from a family who was already in that industry, music industry specifically, so how hard has it been for you?
It has been very hard for me, but I'll tell you, if you're doing good things, great people will find you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, I feel like I'm very lucky in life, very lucky, because I have struggled in life, but not that much.
Correct.
Alright, so people have always found me, and I think social media plays a very, very important part in my life, because through that a lot of people have found me, and I have found a lot of people.
So talking about social media, as you said, although it has a lot of pros, but it gives you a lot of fame, a lot of people recognizes you through social media, but social media also has a dark side to it, right?
Yeah.
So have you been subjected to any trolls or anything that has affected you so far, or anything like that?
Touch wood, I have never faced anything. I mean, I know there are people who receive all these texts on their DMs or whatever, but I have never received a single DM or text which portrays hate at all. And I mean, people have given me constructive criticism, but so I have never faced that situation, so I don't think I'm the best person to give advice on that as well. But I would say that I see, we all see a lot of celebrities on Instagram who are subjected to, a lot of hate comments and all of that, and I just feel, I pity that. I mean, why do people do that?
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing, and I believe that good words, good deeds, and good thoughts help you grow in life.
So as you mentioned, constructive criticism. So is Smrutika open to them?
Absolutely open, absolutely. And I mean, I don't know, I look a little, I look like I might be very, not very open to constructive criticism, but
has it ever happened to you, anything?
Yes. And my friends, my friends in the music industry have told me very nicely that, I like this song that you're singing, but there's something this or this and that, and I really appreciate it. I mean, if I don't listen to that, how am I going to be the greatest of all? If that's what I aim to be, right? So if I don't listen to that and I ignore that because of ego or whatever, it's not going to help me in any way. So I believe that constructive criticism is a great thing.
So talking about now, since you have started your career, you had your debut this year, Love in
Yes.
London. Congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
The state has been dancing and singing that song of yours. And if you're lucky, you can sing a few lines of that song for us today also.
Definitely. Nali nili macho pori pratisruti mudhari pari nahi khali toro hato dhari bhabe kai mu rakhine bitati saiti karini jara au kahaku debi nai tate hi manara रसीदी बहिरे लेखुछि काहीँकि मु जाने नाही रे.
Thank you so much. It was
So,
wonderful.
I mean, I have a bad throat and it's a bad day for me.
Not at all. We are lucky that we heard you.
Thank you so much.
उधारी पारे नाही खाली तोरो हातो धरी भाबे काई राखिने बिताते साइते करिनी जरा आउ काहाकु देबी नाही.
Talking about your debut, so what was the reaction when you first got that call?
So I'll tell you, okay?
Yeah.
So I got a call from Somesh bhai and he was like, so come over and we have a recording to do. And I didn't know that it was for this movie. I didn't know at all.
Okay.
So I go there, I record stuff with them. But I never thought that this was going to be for the movie. So I went there casually and I'm recording this song. So it was a little bit, I mean, it was, so what I feel is, the songs in the Odia industry are not very female centric. I mean, it's a personal opinion.
Correct.
I mean, why I will tell you, not female centric. What I mean is, the scales are on a very higher side. Okay, so when you're singing, you're a girl and you're singing on a very higher side.
Yeah.
Everybody's voice, I mean, it sounds very similar.
Okay.
Very, very similar. So I always thought, why do every other singer sound very similar? But when I was in that situation, I understood it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was singing that song and I was having a little bit of difficulty. And but I completed it and I came back and he said, so Somesh bhai told me after I recorded the song, and he told me that, you know, this is for the movie this and it's coming.
So while you were recording, you had no idea about it?
I did not have any idea. So I was like, oh, so now this is a very good thing. I didn't know about that. So I said, wait, I want to do a retake. Okay. But I'll come tomorrow. I'll come prepared tomorrow and I want to do a retake of this. Because I didn't know. I was not mentally prepared for this. If you would have told me, I would have been like more prepared in life. So then I came the next day and I think we finished it off in like 40 minutes, an hour or something, because I was well prepared for that song. And I mean, Somesh bhai is amazing, and I worked with Gaurav bhai who's in the song as well. And those two people are the most talented people I've met in the industry, and I'm so glad that I am in the right hands. I mean, I worked with them. This is my first project, and I feel so glad that I worked with them.
So, talking about it, the question is a little far away from your career. So, the leads of the film, so the superstar of Odia industry. So, how was it meeting him? Because we saw you with him at the promotions of the music, right? The music launch basically. So, what was it meeting him for the first time?
So I'll tell you, so like every one of us, we think that, you know, celebrities are egoistic or like don't talk to you or whatever. But when I met him, he's such a sweet person. Like he went on complimenting all three of us, telling me that You were so great in the song. I heard the song and we loved the song. And he was so welcoming and so nice. I'll tell you the small incident. So there were a lot of people trying to get a picture with him because obviously he is himself. He's Anubhav Mohanty. So he's there and there's a lot of people. And we were just about to leave. So we wanted to say that, we're going to leave. And there were a lot of people like gathering around him. He told all of them, please wait, I want to see them off. I want to take a picture with them. I'll see them off, then I'll come back to you.
Okay.
And amidst of all that crowd, he came to us. He took a picture, he talked to us. He again said that, appreciated the whole song, that it was lovely. Thank you for making this such an amazing song. And he took a picture and he greeted us and then he went. I mean, who does that?
Correct.
And I'll talk about Swapna. She is fabulous. I mean, I love her, absolutely love her. And she doesn't seem like a celebrity at all. She'll feel like a friend to you in the first meet anyway. And she was so amazing. She's the best. I love her.
As you talked about Anubhav's reaction, he was very appreciative about your work. So when you showed it to your parents, so what was there? I'm sure it must be priceless for you, but what was it like?
I can't even tell you. I mean, my mom was like, she and her WhatsApp. I think she sent it to the entire world or something. I mean, I don't know, whatever number of contacts she had on her phone, even now, anybody comes to my house, she's like, my daughter has sung in this movie and like she's this and that. And I would just like to tell you, since you were talking about criticism, I mean, the most scared of person
is your mother?
I'm very, very scared of my mother.
So sometimes it's better to have a critic at home rather than getting trolled on social media.
Definitely. I mean, I have the biggest critique troll, my mother, and obviously my brother, who gangs up on me. I mean, they both gang up on me. So every time I've done something bad or I've sung something not up to the mark, they just sit there and be like, I don't think this is what you are. You can do better and all of that. And they'll say all of that stuff till they make me cry, legit cry. They're so mean.
I'm still breathing, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm
So now, lastly, I would want to ask you, since your life has changed after your debut, you have been, as I said, getting a lot of attention from the industry people, from your fans and followers all around the state and the country. So how has the fame and the attention affected your life in a good way or a bad way? How the things have been for you?
I think I am on a very, very lucky side, and I feel blessed that I have such great people around me. There are DMs every day people telling me that, I heard you here, or I heard your song and it was amazing and all of that. And I have not received a single, hate comment or hate message that, what are you doing, or anybody. I mean, that is the greatest feeling ever. I don't know. I mean, after saying this, I hope that does not change. Touch wood. So I hope it doesn't change. But I mean, for me, it has been amazing. And see, it's not about, for me,
correct,
it's about just the music.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what the purpose of me making music is.
Okay.
Alright. So when I was in a very, very dark place in my life, I was a troubled teenager, whatever you can say. So music was the only friend of mine. I mean, I would always find a song that would relate to my situation.
You confided in music.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
So lastly, any future projects or anything that you are currently working on?
Actually, I will tell you, I have recently released my first single.
Yeah.
It's called Lemon Sugar Honey.
Yeah, everybody is listening to it on Spotify.
Yeah, I hope everybody's go watch it, listen to it, stream it. So, I wrote it and composed it myself, and it's my first song that is out, first original you can say.
Correct.
And the response is like so good. I'm so happy. I mean, I never thought I could write and compose songs, but now this is giving me so much of confidence. So there's a song that's coming up, which is a fusion of Odia and English.
Okay,
So
that's
now
new.
this is something people are going to love. This is for totally for our people, for Odisha, and I'm not going to reveal who is it with. So stay tuned.
My lemon sugar honey baby, sweet and sour. Lemon sugar honey baby, let me devour.
Yeah, so we have something very interesting coming up.
Definitely.
It's a Odia and English fusion song.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And
so
it's something where you can dance to, like
okay.
a hell lot.
Yeah, so we'll be waiting for that. And meanwhile, all the best for whatever you are working on and all your future projects. And once again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was lovely having you, meeting you. I mean, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.